let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
You're now listening to the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. Straightforward, no nonsense business advice. Completely unfiltered. Grow your business. Grow your life. Now, here's your host, Brian Fullerton.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. It is your host, Brian Fullerton here, hanging with you guys, and good morning. Just a little fun intro there. Hope you guys are doing well. It is a Wednesday coming at you guys real time. Wow. It has been, man, I'll just be honest with you guys, a busy couple of days and a busy last week or so. And in fact, this week is off to the races, looking no different. Would we really want it any other way? I don't believe so. And so today's podcast episode, what I wanted to do was just kind of give you guys a little bit of a real-time update about a little bit of everything that's going on in our world. Number one, I want to talk about Lawntrepreneur Academy live tickets. Super pumped about that. Last 24 hours to save on the early bird registration. Now, you can still get a ticket up until the week of the event, but if you're going to come and you guys know that you're going to go, then you can save $50 and you can take advantage of that sale. The early bird ticket price up until today, real-time Wednesday today. I want to talk about the snow pricing calculator, which just released on Friday. Tons of downloads. People are picking that up, scooping that up, really helping people break through with their snow pricing. And then really just talk to you guys a little bit about everything else that's going on in our life, man. It's been crazy around here. We got about another 2 or 3 weeks left until we close on the home, it's looking like, which is great. Should be by the mid to late end of October, which is right in time for Equip Expo and Lawntrepreneur Academy Live. So pretty sure I'm not going to be sleeping the month of October based on where things are at so far. Now, I'm not going to go too long on this podcast episode because by the time I can actually land the plane with this bad boy, I'm going to be shifting gears to do end of month with LMN. Hope to knock that all out and then enjoy the rest of the evening with the family. So it is a busy time of the season, busy time of the year. Welcome to Q4. Now, I'm really excited about doing end of month because I want to see where, hopefully I'll get my financials usually back by the 10th of the following month on the previous month and of course year to date, and can give you guys a real-time update on how we're doing as a company. We are turning the corner with making profit. We've had a great season. Net operating income is flat, down a little bit just because we made some investments on Q1 and Q2 for the barn and still carrying some of that over. But revenue is up year over year since July. So we've got August under our belt, September under our belt. Net operating income and profit should be up starting this month, next month, October, November, December. We're pretty heavy Q3, Q4 business. And so a lot of words just to say, let's freaking go. I told my guys, we need to rally. We need to have a great October, November. And that just helps us take the pressure off for anything related to winter. And then, of course, when winter does show its beautiful white face, then we'll be able to know whether or not we have a boom in winter, an average winter, a below average winter. But let's go in with payroll in the bank for the winter. Let's go in with as much stuff paid off and paid for, right? Let's pad stats. And I'm sure you guys can feel that same sentiment there. So let's do this really quick. Got a lot to talk to about. Want to go short and sweet for you on today's podcast. It's going to be a busy one. But let's do this really quick. Let's hang tight. Let's hear from today's show sponsors. We're going to come on back. I'm going to catch my breath and get a good old sip of water here. I got the Dasani today, by the way. Dasani. So I saw an Instagram reel that said, you know your water is bad when people don't even buy it during hurricane season. Like when hurricanes are coming through and the water, empties the shelves and the food shelves empty. When folks aren't even buying Dasani, that's how you know you have bad water. Go figure. One of my favorite waters is Dasani. So everything that's like good for you is bad for you. Everything that I like is bad for you. Everything that's good for you, I don't like. Just stuck in this enigma. But hey, I guess if I want to live to 70, 80, 90 years old, I better start eating better and drinking better. And I thought Dasani was pretty good, but apparently it's not. So anyway, for all of you guys that don't want to buy the Dasani and it's discounted or clearance, I'll buy it. I'll scoop it up. I think it's so great water outside of the good old Essentia. So really quick, before we go too far into it, I just want to say prayers out for anybody in Tennessee, Carolina, Florida. Sounds like Helene, has just ravaged through. There's a lot of folks out there. If you guys are looking for extra work down in the Carolinas, a lot of folks are doing their best to just give, serve, Of course, charge for some services, of course, with storm cleanup. I don't really know too much how all of that works, but I saw an Instagram reel of like a huge yard, probably a 30, 40 acre yard with all the linemen. Shout out to those guys for sure. Like, they need a shout out. They don't give a crap. They're blue collar, good old boys, and they'll do whatever they got to do to keep this country working and keep the lights on. And thank Jesus for folks like that, for sure. I mean, those are men's men. I actually bumped into a group, and I don't know if it's like a local union or a traveling group of them. I don't know what you really quantify. I don't know how they work. But when I was going over to do a shop tour with Matt over there with Diesel Creek, I stayed the night at like just the most hole-in-the-wall Best Western, little place on the end of the highway, And there was about 20 trucks there and all these big, men's men, big beer paw hands, beards, all the booms were up. And I just said, hey, I was stuck in the elevator with like 4 of them. And I just said, hey, like, super appreciate you guys, man. I'm back over in Michigan, but shout out to what you guys are doing. So you guys on the road? They go, yeah, we're, on contract, on call for something that, cut through obviously a couple days or a week before or is about to. And, it's just like, thank God for that. There wasn't a lot of pink-haired people in that group, or in the Instagram reel I saw was 40 acres of trucks deep. 1,000 of these dudes headed on down south. So shout out to all the equal pay. And they all got pink hair. Yeah, go do that work and let me know how that works. Wasn't a lot of them in that audience. So anyway, I digress. Shout out and thank you to all those guys. And if you guys have ever been affected down in the South, my heart goes out for you guys. Anything that we can do, just let us know. But I know there's a lot of great organizations that are out there that are donating. And I saw another person say, even on Instagram, hey, if it was Ukraine, there'd be about $1 trillion there, the next day. So go figure. If a country can tax you and then send your money overseas, then sounds like you're getting taxed too much, if you ask me. So why don't we keep some of that at home and have an American first policy for once, eh? So any which way, let's just get into all of it today. Let's hear from today's show sponsors, announcements, guys, and we're going to come right on back.
Winter is fast approaching, and if there's one thing lawn care pros know, preparation is key. Whether you're handling commercial or residential services, securing your snowplow contracts now is crucial. And here's the best part. Our contracts have just been updated. Locking in your contracts now stabilizes your winter income, letting you plan and allocate resources with confidence. Get immediate access to the Snowplow Contracts Bundle training program today at Lawntrepreneur Academy.com. Our updated structured contracts show that you're serious about delivering top-notch service. Whether it's a commercial property or a residential driveway, you're giving clients the peace of mind they deserve. And of course, stay ahead of the competition. With flexible contract options, per push or seasonal prepay, you'll be the go-to provider in your area. Serving large businesses or individual homeowners, we've got you covered. If you're ready to elevate your winter services, head over to Lawntrepreneur Academy and secure your updated snow plowing contracts now. And yes, they include free lifetime updates. Don't wait for the first snowflake. Get started today and make this your most profitable winter yet. Visit LawnTrepreneurAcademy.com, and we've provided a link in the podcast description.
All right, guys, so let's hop back on into it here. Of course, thank you so much to the tour sponsors, show sponsors, everybody who's ever sponsored all along the way. And even without the sponsors, we still run this thing for you guys. We love hanging with you and love you bringing you a new podcast show Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So thank you, thank you. In the words of Andy Frisella, if you guys can, share the show. Don't be a hoe, right? Like one of those deals. We do run sponsors on our show. I'm not hog nasty rich or extremely successful just yet, right? Like Andy with First Form. So they don't have to run ads, but we do. Okay, so any which way, appreciate you guys if you ever have shared the show or plan to share the show. Or really if you just download and listen, hey, that's super, super cool too. And of course, always appreciate it. One thing I just wanted to jump on into it here. And let's go quick. It doesn't have to be this huge pitch fest. I don't want it to be like that. I do want to mention just for the record and for the reference, today is for real last day to get your early bird registration tickets for Lawntrepreneur Academy Live 2024. Can't wait to have all of you guys up here in Novi, Michigan. For real, it's going to be a really, really good time. And if you guys have never been, I want to just challenge you to come on out, at least check it out for the first time, at least one time. And I think once you come once, you're going to come to, subsequent venues year after year after year. And we have such a great returning group that keeps on coming back. And that's got to speak something. Okay. Should have a couple hundred people there for sure. Between 200 and 350 people always usually pulls a pretty good crowd. And we cannot wait. If you guys have not heard the speaker list, I'm not going to do a huge promotion on this. I just want to put it top of mind. Sam Rankin, Pat Murray, Ken Deemer. Okay. Sam Rankin runs Etch Outdoor. Pat and Ken run Local Roots, $8 million company. Sam Rankin's doing $5, $6, $7 million. We're going to have an up and coming morning panel. We're going to get some of you guys on there, right? Latest and greatest, the movers and shakers. Sam Gemble with Atlas Outdoors, Mark Bradley, founder of Element and, TBG back in the day. Liz and myself are going to share for a little bit. Jeff Joyner is going to be there. Our motivational keynote speaker, Keith Kalfas, is coming on in as well. He's going to be sharing. Keith always delivers a great message, and I cannot wait to have all these guys and so many more. Cycle CPA, Postcard Mania, Brandon Bull, my brother Adam and Lauren. Like, so much great stuff is going on. We just cannot wait to see you guys here in not even a month. Can you believe it? Not even a month. Okay, so make the trek, make the pilgrimage, get a hotel room, get your ticket. Ticket's a couple $100. Your hotel's a couple $100. We have a group rate, so you can get a discounted price. And you can do this whole thing all in $500, $700 at the most. Okay, come work on yourself. Come work on your business. Get around the heat. Get in front and involved in a fun environment that's going to challenge you to grow and give you the answers that you need to grow. Okay, it's going to be such a great time and such a blessing in your life. We can't wait to see you guys there. If you're on the fence, this is your on the fence. I'm ringing the cowbell. Get off the fence. Don't straddle the fence. That's never comfortable, especially if you're a dude. Get off the fence. Make the decision. Come on up. We'd love to have you. All right. Friday night's going to be a mixer beforehand. Hot Pink's going to be there. Hot Pink Helpers and Troy Clogg. They got games and fun. We got live entertainment, music just secured, locked in a couple hours ago. That's going to be on Friday night. Games, fun stuff, giveaways, all that mess. It's going to be on Friday night. And the main event is all day Saturday. Quick note, we do have a couple Jeff Joyner masterclass breakout classes tickets still left for Sunday morning. That's an extra ticket. 8:30 to 11:30 a.m. So if you guys do want to check that out, check out the website. Maybe a half dozen left, and then that thing is sold out. But let's pack it out for Jeff. Let's get a full roster in there, and it's going to be an awesome breakout session on Sunday. All right, really quick, just want to say a big thank you to Xmark, Boss, SureTrack, and LMN. Without those folks, your ticket price would be double, if not triple, if not quadruple the price. And I'm not just saying that. Like, sometimes some of these conferences you go to, and it's $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. You're like, damn. And then it's, sponsored by Midwest Insurance Company, which is like some peanut little, mom and pop, insurance company. No offense. Like, they're not going to drop 2, 5, 10, 20, 50 grand sponsoring this thing to pay for the hotel rooms, pay for the conference center rooms, pay for the food buffet. I think our food bill is like $30,000 to $50,000. I know my room rental rate was like $3,500 for the main ballroom, $1,500 for this room, $500 an extra conference room, 3 of those, plus a ladies breakout session, plus a green screen room, plus a cry room for babies and newborns, and encourage you to bring the wife, the kids, the family. Like, dude, I got $10,000 in room rentals. Okay. Without those folks keeping that subsidized, like, your ticket would be double, triple, quadruple the price. So when you guys are there, if you happen to see somebody from Boss or Xmark, like, give them a high five, shake their hand, say thank you. If you see them at Equip Expo, say, hey, thank you so much for supporting LAL. All right. That's just my big ask, because I couldn't do it without those guys. Okay. All right. That's what I want to talk about for LAL. Real time. Let me just take a little commercial break for what's going on in Brian's Law Maintenance. Bidding commercial snow like crazy. We had 8 sites that went out the door last week, 2 or 3 more that just went out the door in the last 24 hours. Secured a new commercial site, waiting to hear back for another commercial site for lawn. This is just to finish up October and then a fall cleanup, which don't sleep on that, because, even if it's $150, $175 commercial site, weekly cut, that's what, $600 to $750. A fall cleanup, $575 to $875, depending on what we do at the site. That's a good $2,000 to $2,100 for that. Okay, so we just picked up a new site, just came online. We're going to finish up October and the fall cleanup, and likely carry that right on into a 8 to 9, maybe 9.5 commercial snow flat rate seasonal price. How cool is that? So, like, that conversation right there, 10 to 12 for lawn, another 10 or so for snow, it's an $18,000 to $22,000 conversation. Dude, that's good money. Like, I'm super pumped up about that. We got a bunch coming down the pike for that. I know I'm sure about this, and we do bidding and coaching hours on our Link monthly Facebook group on Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. Usually I'm always bringing something to the table, because I don't want to show up empty-handed. That's my accountability group. I want to perform for all those guys in there. Kyle, Lucas, Alan, and so many more guys, and a couple hundred folks in there. Like, bro, I'm excited about doing this thing with you guys as we look towards growing to $1 million business next year. Okay, so super pumped up about that. A couple things I was going to just mention really quick for some of you guys. and maybe this is relatable or timely, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but touch base with as many of your commercial sites via the phone, not just email. Don't assume that people are getting your quotes. I've already had a numerous amount of quotes that I've called everybody that's not in just yet. And I've said, hey, just want to check in if you got that proposal. Oh, no, I haven't seen it. No, that person doesn't work here anymore. No, that person's not working in AP. No, send it here instead. No, that person's the one you signed up with, but this one handles the snow. I've had no less than 4 or 5 folks just in the last 24 hours that I've talked to on the phone, checking in. Hey, how's things going? Just want to check in about snow. Haven't really received your proposal back just yet. No rush. We're still, we're right now hardcore in our snow selling season. So a lot of folks are just coming online and we're getting some bids back. But I didn't want you guys to fall through the cracks. I wanted to make sure I secured you guys a spot on the route. Do you guys happen to know where you're at on the snow quote? Oh, we didn't even get it. You didn't get it. I sent it out 2 weeks ago. Yeah, we didn't get it. Perhaps the email got bumped. Perhaps the email got put in the spam. Perhaps it was in the junk folder. Perhaps it got buried, right? Perhaps you sent them on a Friday and they got buried on Monday. Somebody came back to 60 emails in their account and they got buried. Maybe somebody opened it, never replied or followed up with it or looked at it or got it to the decision maker, right? So let's just not go too fast down the road, just getting submission forms in and bids out where we don't go circle back and get some of those Cheerios that are scooping outside of the bowl when you splash the milk inside the bowl. Sometimes those Cheerios go to the wall, like you're trying to get all those Cheerios back in the bowl. Like take 10 seconds, follow up on your lead list. What happened to those leads? Like you get 60 leads a month, 10 leads a month, 5 leads a month on your website, but you closed 2. Like what happened to the other 8 proposals? Follow up. You have to follow up every morning. Mondays and Fridays, I do accounts payable and receivable. I money in, money out. I pay bills Friday, money in, money out, and I pay bills. I make sure I get paid and I pay. I make sure I get paid and I pay. I make sure I got payroll. And then every morning I am following up on all of my proposals and all my quotes, especially for snow. Especially for snow. You have to sell. You have to close. You have to lock it down. Let me rephrase that. You don't have to do anything. What I'm doing is making sure that we do not leave a dime on the table for fall and winter. Your boy is in the sell and close mode, and I want to grow, and I want to smoke year-over-year revenue. No excuses with where we were this same time last year. Q1 or Q2, an abysmal Q1 or Q2 or not, we're going to make sure that we're growing year-over-year and we hit our profit goal by the end of the year, okay? So super pumped about that. That relates, I guess, really quick into a little parlay into the snow calculator and pricing matrix. Now, this is a tool that I teased about last fall. Quick note, we did put it on the website. It's $99 if you got the all-in snow bundle, or if you guys have the whole ball of wax, you guys were granted that. That went out to a couple hundred folks, which is fantastic. And you guys are grandfathered into this new resource. That's the perk of getting the whole ball of wax. And that's the perk of getting that all-in snow bundle. By the way, we're going to have a salt course come down the pike this fall, winter, possibly spring, but likely to be ready to go by next fall. If you get the snow bundle now, whatever the pricing is, before we add that course to it, you obviously get it for today's price and you're locked in. You're grandfathered in. And any other resources that we bring down the pike as well. So that's guys, you invest in the Lawntrepreneur Academy, you invest into me. I want to invest into you. I want to pour it back. Okay. By the way, if anybody's part of Link, there is a special VIP promo code to get you 50% off the snow calculator. So the membership for Link is $29 a month. We saved you $50 with the promo code if you want the calculator. So your membership, like we're always trying to make sure that membership, obviously outside of all the coaching calls and the Zooms and the big dog guest interviews and all the great folks, the Sam Gimbels, the Mark Bradleys, the Corey Ballards, the Nick Carlsons that we've had in the live streams. Outside of that, which is worth tens of thousands of dollars, we always want to make sure that the actual physical dollars that you spend on a membership in Link, our private Facebook group, outweighs the cost, right? So you can save $50 on your snow calculator with the special code that's in there versus just buying it a la carte for $99. Like your membership pays. That's what our community is all about, okay? So the snow pricing matrix, that's what I've been using the last couple of years to bid my snow. Today, we're using LMN. Now, I've realized not everybody's using LMN. That's totally fine. Not here to make a big LMN pitch. A lot of you guys have been signing up with LMN. You're starting to see the benefits. That message is permeating more and more, especially for the maintenance guys. Super awesome, super fantastic. If you're not there yet, absolutely no big deal. On board in the fall. Now's the time to take a look at it. Give it a fair shake. Give it a demo. Use promo code Brian. Whatever. Thank you. But for those folks that are between 0 and $500,000 and you're pen to paper, maybe you got a rudimentary Excel spreadsheet or platform that you're using. I totally get it. That's what this is for. Okay. You can punch in your cost. You can punch in your recovery rates. You can punch in your site size, your rates, or use our rates, which coincide with our commercial snow, commercial contract, right? You can correlate the pricing matrix, punch in 4 values, punch in your pricing if you want to change that. You don't have to, but if you want to, and it'll spit out not only what it's going to cost for the snow for the season, for the sidewalks for the season, for your ice melt for the season, and your bulk salt for the season. Okay, take that number divided by 5 or as many months that you want to bill for, 4 or 6 or whatever you guys do, or 12 out of 12 month contract. And boom, you get your total seasonal price for a commercial site versus going into Notepad and saying, okay, 45-inch market, we get what, 15 visits or was it 12? Oh, okay, 15. 15 at what, $245? Okay, that times that out. Okay, I get that number. It's $36.75. All right, 240 a ton. Oh, well, we're getting 310 a ton. Oh, we're getting 180 a ton. Oh, okay, cool. So like you got to do your calculation. Well, Brian's doing 30 salt runs, but we do 18. Oh no, Brian does 30. We do 41 salt runs. Okay, like I get it. We all get it. It's crazy. It's a lot of math, a lot of numbers. This is what being a business owner is writing down pen to paper everything that's going on. If you're stuck or if you're just like your mind is fried this time of the year, like mine is, use a snow pricing calculator tool. It's $100. You have it for life. We're going to continue to make improvements on it. We're going to get 1 or 2 great pieces of feedback. We're going to make some updates on it already. But take that, punch in the values, punch in your numbers, and boom, you can start ripping out your commercial site estimates in no time if you don't have an LMN level of software where your templates and your routes and your productivity and your numbers are already there. Okay, this is the next best tool for you. And it's a phenomenal tool. Again, we sold quite a few of them over the weekend. Newsletter went out. I just wanted to announce it here. Lawntrepreneur Academy.com/store. And then I think we have it listed in the snow section. And then we have the bundle with the Know Your Numbers calculator, which is like for the main landscaping and the real, core of the business. That calculator plus the snow calculator we haven't bundled up for a 20 or 30% discount, whatever it is. So that'll be under the bundle section. Again, if you check it out, fantastic. If you don't, absolutely no big deal. I'm not here to sell you guys on it. If you want to use it to grow your business, I think it's a super smart tool, very streamlined approach. And frankly, that's what I've been using the last few years. Instead of, again, having 25 different notepads out for 25 different sites, I can punch in the values and chomp out a number in like literally 5 minutes. It's actually really cool. And if you really want to get more nerdy, there's a bunch of other pricing matrix and recovery tools and calculators that are built into that thing. It does a lot. Cost me a lot of money to put that together. But with the Academy's to scale, I can pay one number. We can put it on Lawntrepreneur Academy, sell it to 100 people, and we can break even and make money. Hey, fantastic. How cool is that? So that's all winning together. All right. That's what we got for Lawntrepreneur Academy, real life update, the snow pricing calculator, super pumped up about that. Last call for your Quip Expo tickets. Promo code Brian saves you 50% on that. Mark you guys' calendar. I think it's 1 or 2 o'clock on Wednesday. I'm going to be at the Xmark booth. Can't wait to see you guys there. Right after, I think at 2 or 3, whatever it is, I'm going to be at the Billy Goat booth with the Briggs and Stratton team, which I can't wait for that. And then Thursday morning, I believe I'm going to be at 10 a.m. at the Steel booth. And then Thursday afternoon at 2 o'clock, I'm going to be at Energize, which is going to be really, really good. So 300 or 400 people packing out that room. That'll be a sales and marketing panel, totally different discussion this year. Twofold. One, because of the guests, but 2, because of the current economy. The economy is changing. The economy is pivoting right now. Like we're in this weird holding pattern and a lot of uneasiness and unsettled attitudes and spirits out there. Okay. Who knows where things are going to go this November, but learn from some of the best of the best. We got Sam Gamble with Atlas, Corey Lanphier with Lanphier's Lawn Care, and Sam Rankin with Etch Outdoor. They're going to be our panel guests this year. Those are some men's, some studs. They are growing and crushing it. So come on out and check that out. All right. That's my Equip Expo schedule. Thanks for you guys coming out there to support that. I can't wait to meet you guys, shake hands, sign autographs. I'm just kidding. Whatever I can do. That's still a bad joke. Whatever I can do to just hang out with you guys there. It's going to be a really, really good time. I can't wait to take a photo with you. Hopefully you guys want to take a photo with me and let's build community. It's going to be a really, really awesome event. All right. For the most part, I think this is like the double energy drink talk, and I got an Alonzi in, and then I also got an Uptime Blood Orange in. So like I'm double tap right now, feeling pretty pumped up, ready to go. Last but not least, I think just on the tail end here, make sure all of your, I know this sounds weird, but make sure all of your insurances are paid up. I'm probably going to do another episode on this, but as you guys and land the plane fall wise with all of your last big oomph of revenue, make sure all your guys' insurances are paid up through fall and winter. Okay. Just with all, I mean, Liz and I are seeing the same reels on Instagram that you guys are seeing with just homes and properties and businesses just ravaged from the hurricane. And your heart just goes out like, I don't have nothing to say on this one. Just a PSA, like just make sure it's on my heart, take it or leave it. If you guys are like, well, I got the difference between this or that, a new piece of equipment or paying my insurance premium, bro, pay your insurance premium. All right. Like don't skimp out on any of that stuff. My heart just goes out to so many folks. You start seeing the uninsured or the underinsured stories that are out there and your heart just goes out. So I don't want to see any of our friends, anybody listening to this show, have to deal with any of the unfortunate. I mean, think about it. You just lost your business or your house or your home. And now there's nothing to replace it with because you're underinsured or your insurance isn't paid up or paid for. So just a quick timely message. Oh, my heart goes out to all that stuff. You just, you just wish you could do more. I mean, we all do, right? So that's where I think I'm going to leave it on today's podcast episode. Appreciate you guys listening. Get your tickets to LAL. Can't wait to see you guys in a month. Can't wait to see you guys in a couple of weeks at Equip Expo. If I can do anything for you guys anytime, we're always here for you. And as always, appreciate you guys listening in. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. Don't forget to check out Friday's show coming up. I'm going to talk about some more commercial snow bidding work and really the 80-20 principle. I want to talk about that for a couple quick minutes. It's been on my mind and my heart. Made a post on Link about it, and I feel like it really made some light bulbs go off. So it's something I'm pretty passionate about, and I want to share on a different episode here for another time. So I think we're going to button this one up here with where we're at. All right, guys, appreciate you listening in. Have a great rest of the day, and we look forward to catching up with you guys here on the next one.
I just got off the phone with Brian Fullerton. He called me up. He said, Keith Kelfus, we're doing the 2024 Lawntrepreneur Academy live Saturday, November 2nd in Novi, Michigan. And your name kept coming up, seeing if you wanted to speak, bro. So I paused and I said, what do you want me to talk about? That's a wrap. I'll see you there Saturday, November 2nd, Novi, Michigan. Go to lawntrepreneur.academy.com to get your tickets, and I'll see you live. It's going to be a banger.
Thanks for taking the time to listen to the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast with Brian Fullerton. We hope you enjoyed this production. If so, please consider leaving us a 5-star review for the show. While the techniques and ideas presented here are designed to help you grow a more successful and profitable business, no one can guarantee these results for you. We want to emphasize that entrepreneurship is not easy, and the ideas presented here are just the opinions of Brian Fullerton and his respective guests. No one can guarantee success for you. That being said, we hope the ideas presented here help you and motivate you to go on out there and crush it with your own business.
Fullerton Unfiltered Podcast.
Thanks for listening, and we hope to see you on the next episode.
This has been a Brian Fullerton and Mr. Producer production.